Hello, my name is Jeremy Jaime. Today I'm going to be discussing on Lamarck inheritance of acquired characteristics and Darwin's natural selection theory. So first, what I want to start off with the difference between the two theories. Lamarck's inheritance of acquired characteristics suggests that organisms evolve through environmental factors. Um, so this can be an example of like a giraffe um, growing its neck because of, let's say, the leaves on the tree are too tall. So over time, well, from the first generation, um, you'll have maybe giraffes with like shorter necks, but then when they realize that they have to stretch their neck to reach those leaves on the trees, then their neck will start to grow and they'll start to pass those traits on to their offspring. So when they have offspring, their second generation, it'll have maybe a longer neck than the parents. And that's because, you know, the parents, they needed that long neck to be able to reach um, tall leaves or tall trees, and so it'll just keep evolving, and their necks will get longer until, well, they're able to reach those trees, and it won't be a struggle for them anymore. And so that's called evolution. Um, what you have for Darwin's theory was um, suggested that animals with the most developed trait would survive. So back to the example of the giraffes, this could be like, giraffes have long necks, but the one with the longest neck would actually survive or thrive the most under nature because it's the longest neck, so it could reach almost anything. If there's a giraffe with a shorter neck, then it probably won't be able to reach the leaves, or it won't be able to reach food, so it would die of starvation practically. Whereas the giraffe with the longer neck would survive because it's able to obtain that food, it's able to reach its food, and so it would never go hungry. Another example of this could be um, birds with different shaped beaks that live, let's say, maybe in the same environment where there's only one certain type of food. Um, for example, let's say, I don't know, insects inside of a small crack that birds eat. And the bird with the thinnest and longest beak could actually reach inside that crack and be able to get those insects or bugs or whatever it's trying to eat. Whereas maybe a bird with like a big bulky beak wouldn't be able to reach inside that rock and so can't reach its food, it would die of starvation. So the bird with the longest and skinniest beak in that situation would survive or thrive under nature. To further discuss this, I want to talk about requirements for natural selection to occur. So for natural selection to occur, there needs to be phenotypic variance. Phenotypic variance must exist. You have variations must lead to reproductive success, and then you also have phenotypic variation must have a genetic basis. So those three things would actually be the requirements needed for natural selection and natural selection and evolution to occur.